What's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I am back for another post-fight analysis video. Alright, y'all, the co-main event last night, UFC 261, strawweight champion Zhang Weili versus Namajunas. Man, I did not see this coming, man. This was crazy. This was a big shocker. I guess I was more so, my mind frame was more so into more of a back and forth action fight for however long it lasted, but I just did not see this coming, man. This was a big shocker. Namajunas got it done and won over Zhang Weili to become a two-time strawweight champion, the first two-time strawweight champion in the UFC in the women's strawweight division. Man, this was crazy, man. I will say this, it pretty much came down to the game plans I was talking about. Like Namajunas, if she stays on the outside, you don't want to be on the outside of Rose's range, because if you are, she's going to set that pace, get full extension of her punches and her kicks, and that spells danger. I think Zhang Weili was trying to execute her game plan. She was looking to close that distance with the leg kicks, like I said, and she was looking to establish that path to get on the inside. But you know, she didn't start fast enough. She needed to switch it up a little bit more, keep her defense tight, but she didn't. And somebody like Namajunas, who's a very solid striker and boxer, if she stays on the outside long enough and just figures you out, she's going to pick you apart. And Namajunas, she's more of a fast starter. Like, I'll talk about this towards the end. Like, I still don't feel like she's a 4 or 5 round fighter. You know, I feel like she's more of a front runner. I feel like she is a fast starter, and that's what Namajunas did. She started fast, she ended it fast with the first round head kick KO of Zhang Weili. Man, like I said, my keys to victory, Namajunas, if she stays on the outside, she's going to get those power shots off, and she's just going to figure you out. You know, I feel like Zhang Weili, like I said, she can start tightening up towards the mid part of the round, but sometimes she'll start off a little bit reckless with her hands down, and that's kind of how she started out in this fight, and that's what cost her the victory against a much better boxer and much better striker. You know, Namajunas dedicates her time to that type of work. So somebody like Zhang Weili, that's what they needed to really watch tapes on. You know, they needed to get on the inside early, as fast as they could, and just keep it there. But you know, Namajunas, she set that pace, set up a beautiful head kick, and that was it. I mean, real quick, let's go back and look at the first round for what it was, man. Right from the jump, Zhang Weili, she was looking to get that inside leg kick going, which was working, while Rose was finding her range. She was being in and out, stepping side to side. Zhang Weili, again, landing that nice leg kick. I think she was able to land maybe like 4 or 5 in that open minute. You know, 4 or 5 inside leg kicks. You know, she was establishing that. Then she would kind of step on the outside. But to me, I feel like she was being too patient. She was trying to stay on the outside away from Rose, but that's the danger zone for Rose. You know, Rose, when she's on the outside and you're on the outside, she's downloading that information. And when she can download that information, she's going to easily find that range. And right away, when Rose stepped in, she stepped in once with a good, solid jab. And whenever she touched the chin of Zhang Weili, right there, I was like, okay, I think Rose knew she had a good range right there, where she wanted her. She's going to stay on the outside, and I can touch her with this jab. If I can touch her with this jab, I know I could get this kickoff. So what she wanted to do when she stepped at that jab, she stepped back out. She didn't want to step completely into the pocket of the Weili, so she did this little feint of the leg, and Zhang Weili, she shifted to dodge a leg kick, but Rose went for that head and landed a hard kick to the jaw, and Zhang Weili was out before she hit the canvas. She started to get back up, but it was like her head was reacting, but her body, it was limp. So as soon as Rose saw that, she jumped on her, went after her with some ground and pound. The referee stopped it. Good stoppage. Zhang Weili, she was out. I mean, not completely out. Her head was there, but the body was limp and the body was out. So you got to stop it. I know she was mad whenever she got up. She was a little upset. She was still a little bit off balance. I don't know if it was because the ref was helping her up, but she looked off balance to me a little bit. And, you know, he was just doing his job. I feel like she was out there, because you see it in boxing, when guys get knocked out, you see the eyes still wide awake. The body goes paralyzed for a little while. It goes paralyzed for like a few seconds. So, you know, whenever he saw that, and he saw she tried to get up, but her body couldn't, you know, he had to jump in and stop it. So it was a legit stoppage. But other than that, you know, Zhang Weili, she was knocked out from the head kick before she hit the canvas. So yeah, spectacular knockout for Namajunas, man. Like I said, I just wanted a good fight between these two. I've already been getting people in my comment section, you know, talking that politics junk again, and that's just what they wanted. I'm not feeding into that energy. I really wanted, like I said, a 3 or 4 round fight of back and forth action, because that's what I was prepared for with both of these ladies. But hey, this is what happens. This is what happens sometimes, man. If you come in reckless, you know, defense ain't tight against a much better boxer and striker, it's lights out. And that was an option I could have seen, you know, if she got clipped in this fight. You know, it's going to be lights out if she didn't put those hands up or establish her game plan early. So yeah, man, Namajunas now a 2-time strawweight champion, and Zhang Weili, Her 21 fight win streak has been broken. But, shout out to Zhang Weili. I got to give her a lot of credit. She still had the heart of a champion, during this build-up. During this long layoff, she was polishing herself up, trying to get ready for this fight. But Rose, she was doing the same thing. I know aside from the talk that Rose was doing, she was in there working. So got to give both fighters credit there. And that's what I was, really wanted to see with this fight. Just two martial artists go at it, and, may the best fighter come out. But from here, Rose Namajunas, she definitely proved that she can be a champion, become a champion again. But I still got the question mark over her head, and my question is, will she be able to stay a consistent champion? Will she defend this belt? That's still up in the air. Like, will she be able to deal with that pressure? It's only been a few years since she won the strawweight strap the first time, but will she be able to keep that same energy and be able to defend this title? That's what I'm worried about. I want to see a consistent champion in there. I feel like Zhang Weili had that heart of a consistent champion. She just had to tighten up on she got to tighten up on these skills. Rose, on the other hand, like I said, the way she was able to come at these fighters like Wmma, Zhang Weili, she was able to go in there and finish these fights fast because she's a good starter. Like I said, I still feel like she's a front runner. She's good in the first 1, 2, maybe 3 rounds, but whenever it goes into the deep waters with these fights, with these tough fighters, it gets a little rough for her. She starts to lose focus, but that's what she had to do, go in there and get it done. And that's what she's gonna have to do over and over. For me, that's what I feel like. She's gonna have to be that type of front runner in every single fight, because I still don't feel like she's a 5-round fighter, but that's something they're gonna have to keep working on. But yeah, man, good knockout. It was a spectacular knockout for Rose Namajunas to get the strap back for a second time. Moving on from here, rematch. I don't know if Zhang wants to go right back in there for a rematch. Hey, I can't deny her that. But you got Carla Esparza, Zhang fighting for that title eliminator. I feel like they deserve that. You got Wmma over here on one side tweeting that she gets the winner. She might as well take her back seat, or either that, go fight Marina Rodriguez in the meantime, because you either got these two options that are much better: Carla Esparza versus Zhang winner, or Zhang Weili. They deserve it a little bit more than Wmma. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section what y'all thought of the fight. What was y'all's reaction? Who does Rose fight next from here? Will she keep the belt? Does Zhang deserve a rematch? Let me know, guys. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.